Hello guys, namaste. Sorry for the technical issue. Some technical issue. So we connect the live, and after that, so we'll get back. Today we are going to discuss about Stackby. So what is the Stackby and what is going on? So we discuss with our founder and CEO, Mr. Rachit Khator. So we are discussed with him. We're going to discuss with him. So let me introduce. So Mr. Rachit Khator, and he's the founder and CEO of Stackby. Hello, sir. Good evening, sir.
Hi, Sumant. Good evening. Thanks for inviting me here.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
So how's it going?
Very good, very good. So it's the last day of our campaign on AppSumo. It's an AppSumo Plus exclusive, campaign that we are running right now. So
Okay.
close to 24 hours remaining on the campaign, and the last 24
Okay.
hours are actually the most busiest, during any campaign, right? Yeah.
Okay. So we are the lucky persons that for this 24 hours, right? So we are the
Yeah.
last persons for that campaign. Okay, sir. So actually, I'm extra excitedly waiting for this. This is my first live actually.
Okay.
So with you only. So I'm even a little bit nervous now. So happens.
It's okay. We'll help each other out. Don't worry. So don't be nervous. Just
Thank you.
yeah,
Thank you so much for that.
yeah.
Okay, sir. So most of the people asking what is tag by? Most of the people asking demo about tag by.
Okay. All right.
So yeah, what is the most uses and like what is the uses? So
Yeah.
so just give me a brief interaction about stack by and etc. So
Yeah.
after that, we are going for the second questions. Okay.
Absolutely. So, Sumant, I'll tell you a little bit more about Stackby, and then I can, if you want, I can just go over the product as well, like a quick,
Okay.
demo of the product, so that people can understand the use cases, the look and feel of, how it looks and feels, right? So, Stackby is basically a no-code platform. It combines the
Okay.
best of three worlds: spreadsheets, databases, and automations in a single flexible platform. And it allows non-technical people like you and me to build our own custom applications and workflows for our business. So essentially, the whole idea of Stackby started almost 6 years back. I was working in the US for a large Fortune 500 company, and we
Yes.
were managing everything on spreadsheets, Excel and Google Sheets. So I was part of their corporate R&D group. We used to look at investments across different startups, and we had to track those investments right across different startups, and we were using Excel sheets for that. We are trying to find a better software that would allow us to create something the way we wanted. And back then we did not find any customizable software. There were a lot of CRM platforms and project management tools, but it won't fit the needs of how we wanted to create our own workflow. So
Okay.
initially, the idea of Stackby really emerged where I wanted to build like a deal flow management software for investment professionals. But then, as I started speaking to more people, the same problem emerged where a lot of people still heavily use, spreadsheets to manage their data and work, right? Yeah. And this is all across industries, across functions. So with that, we wanted to, with that idea, I went back to the paper, and we thought that, okay, how about we build something that is as simple to use as a spreadsheet, but allows non-technical people to build their own custom software, right? Like a CRM or their own custom, tool. So though it was a very ambitious project, but we jumped right in. I quit my job in US in 2017 and gave my 2 months notice and moved to India to start Stackby. So we started our Stackby journey officially in 2018, but we started building Stackby in 2017 itself.
Okay.
And it's almost 5 years in our journey now, and we have more than 30,000 companies globally, who are using the platform.
Yes. So that's a great honor, sir. So how's the journey? What is like even in this you tell me you are it's take time around 5 years, right? So what is the challenges about this 5 years, right? So do you have any challenges like that?
Yeah, of course. I mean, with any startup, we also have challenges, right? Like every journey comes with challenges.
Okay.
It's not an easy journey, especially in a space where it's all about the product, right? It's not easy to build a product like this, first of all, because a spreadsheet style interface, multiple people working on it at the same time, needs to be real time collaborative. Think of it, we are building like Google Sheets from scratch, right? So first of all, finding the right talent, right? Keeping them motivated, that okay, we will build the product, we will ship it, we will launch it, there will be customers. Um, uh, so so 2018, when we started building the product, it almost like after 1.5 years we did like a beta launch. So 2019, we went to the Rise conference in Hong Kong, and that's when we started. We had a very small booth, like a single standy booth, and I just went with my laptop. That okay, we're building something like this, and there were executives from all these different brands, Starbucks, Twitter, who came to us, and they really enjoyed what they saw. They're like, oh wow, this is so easy to use. Oh, it looks like a spreadsheet, but you can do so much. And they just motivated me to build more, right? Like, so this just motivated me to continue building. So I asked them, should I just continue building or should I shut this down? And they're like, no, no, continue building, we will use it. So July 2019, I went to the conference, and then 6 months we were actually like, we gave the product essentially for free to our beta customers. So we had more than 300 companies, like executives and users from 300 plus companies using the product in beta. And then by Jan 2020, we just had maybe $2,000 in our bank account, to be honest. uh, and we thought, okay, if this does not work out, if we don't launch it now, it might be that we will never launch it, right? And then the universe then conspires you to to succeed, right? So Jan 2020 is when we launched the product globally. uh, we partnered with AppSumo, and we got amazing feedback from the community. so
Yeah.
so since then, there's no looking back. I mean, we're just growing at a rapid pace year on year, and we're acquiring more clients, and our product has also become very mature from where it started. So
Okay.
people often compare us to the best, well-funded products out there. Um, but we realize that we have to just keep our heads down and keep building, right? And that's what we've focused in the last these many years. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's a little bit about our journey and the challenges, some of the challenges that we faced. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a difficult challenge actually. And what about your team, sir? And how's the like? What about your team? Can you give me a brief about your team and
Yeah.
how
So
it
we are
how it
we are
helps?
20 we are 27 people in the team right
Mhm.
now. Primarily, a lot of them are still engineers. Like we have like 18, 19 are engineers. The rest of them are in support, marketing, and sales. We do have like part-time contractors as well who are working with, but this 27 people are full-time, working in Stackby. And we've been largely bootstrapped. I mean, we've rejected VC term sheets, uh, because we customers funded us, right? So we believe in customer funding more than anything. Though I've worked in VC, so I understand how investors think. That's why I kind of repel from them. But it's not that we are not talking to investors. Of course, we keep having those conversations with various VCs and investors too. But largely, we have bootstrapped our journey so far.
Yeah, okay, sir. That's good. So before that, can you give me a like demo, sir? Can you share your screen and give me some demo now
Sure.
to the people? Just brief introduction about law.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Can you
yeah.
see my screen?
Yes, sir. We
All
can.
right. So I'll try to like cover it in like 10 minutes, right? I don't want to like stretch the demo too much because I've recently given like a product, webinar. I can share the link, for our
Yeah.
users. Um, so basically, Stackby is a no-code platform. Looks like a spreadsheet, works like a database. So once you log in into your, dashboard in Stackby, you essentially see a workspace. Now within a workspace, there are stacks. Now stacks are individual workflows. A workspace can be a company or a department or a team. And the deal that we have is currently on workspace, right? So you can take a workspace and you can upgrade that workspace through the lifetime codes, or you can just upgrade a workspace through an annual deal or a monthly plan, right? So this is what a workspace is. You can add people to this workspace and give them a permission: owner, creator, editor, commenter, or read only. At the same time, you can add, say for example, you're managing your projects like a project tracker. You can add people to a particular stack and give them a permission as well, right? So create a editor, commenter, or read only. So depending on your use case, you can, which team members go for what use case, within your team, you can easily do that. So let me start with a very basic, like a project tracker use case, right? So this is how a stack looks. There are tables, right? And there are rows and columns. Now, the fundamental difference between Stackby and spreadsheets is that it works as a database. So, in a spreadsheet, you're typically adding things like number, text, or date or time. In Stackby, there are 25 different types of column types that you can choose from. So, whether it is a short text, long text, number, uh, duration, date and time checkboxes, single option, multiple option dropdowns, collaborators, files and attachments. You can add PDFs, images, on your cells, ratings, phone numbers, formulas. So formulas are also at the column level. Typically, in a spreadsheet, you're referencing a cell A1, B2, C3. In Stackby, because it functions as a database, you're essentially, referencing a column name. So, for example, you have two columns. One is price, and other is number of units, right? So the third column would be, say, total revenue, right? So that would be a formula of price into number of units. You just have to define the column name, and we have different formulas, as well. So whether these are numerical functions, numerical operators, logical functions, logical operators, uh, if functions, date and time functions, regex functions, and so on. So you can easily, add your different formula to do automated, calculations. Now, now since this works as a database, the most interesting thing is that you can link records between two tables. So, for example, you have a projects table and a clients table. You want to link records across two tables. You can want to create one-to-one, one-to-many, many-to-many relationships. You can easily, do that, in Stackby through link to another row, column. So let me show you a little bit. So, for example, you're adding a new project. Let's just say the project is SaaS marketing, right? And I'm adding notes to this project. Do a live webinar. Let's just say this is a digital category, and the client is basically for, let's just say Stackby, right? So if I link it, so what I've done is I've already linked this to the clients table. So in the clients table, I've seen these are all the different clients that I have, and what I can then do is I can just link it to Stackby. So in the clients table, the project is automatically linked, right? So this is how you can create those links. Say now, what is the budget of this project? You want to add a lead to this. You want to add your team members to this. And suppose you add somebody, they would get a real-time notification that somebody is added onto your record. Then you can add files and attachments or graphics or whatever that you have around that project, and you can easily open that right inside the platform as well. So you can store all your documents, in your platform. You can add, like, say for example, start date, end dates. So this is, let's just say like that, and then right like that. So it's just as simple to use as a spreadsheet. You can add all these different types of columns and so on. So say for example, now in the clients table, I'll just show you a power of a database, right? So let's just say Stackby has one project. So what I've done here is I've created a count of this, like how many projects Stackby client has linked to, and what is the total budget of that. So let's just see if I add like one more project, which is ABC. Let me add, let's just say one more, like a Apple headband. Yeah. So you will see that total projects is 3 and the total budget is 6,000. So what I've done is I've created an aggregation of all the projects linked to that particular client and what is the total budget of it. And I've created a sum of it and showed it in a currency format. So basically this is like a roll up of all your linked records. So you can easily do that as well. So let's just say Stackby, the contact name is Rachit. So what I've done is I've already created a lookup uh, of the contact from the client table. So I've just created a lookup, and I just want to like look up the contact name, so it automatically pulls in the information right here, right? So you can create such relationships across tables, which makes it super easier for you to manage your data. Then you want to quickly search something, you can search in your database. You want to hide a particular column, you can hide the column. You want to filter it. Say, let's just say where category is branding. So you can just filter those records. And what you can do is you can create filtered views as well. So say for example, you just want to see digital projects, right? So what I've done is I've hidden some of the columns that I don't want to see, and I've filtered it by category where category is digital. So you can add, you can share this particular view to your team members as well. So where they just want to see like within a large table only a particular filtered view, that so they can add them as well, right? And give them a permission access. So we also have like view level sharing in the platform. So let's just say something moves from digital to branding, so it moves from this particular view, right? Let's just say SaaS marketing is digital. I take it to branding. So in the main all projects table, you will see that SaaS marketing has gone into branding, right? So, and it's all syncable to each other. So not only you can create multiple like grid views, but you can also create like views like Kanban, where you can drag and drop information, uh, like a calendar, where you can open this in a calendar format. So all of this is, you can expand this particular row into like an individual view like this, where all your rows can be expanded into like a view where you can chat with your team members in real time. So yeah, so you can basically chat with your team members in real time. You can see the history of the record, when was this added, who added it, create a checklist where you can just create like an individual checklist within each of the records, or even add a reminder. So 5 minutes before you want to send like an email notification and a reminder message. So as soon as you add somebody, they will get a notification like this that you've been added on a particular reminder. So I can just basically do it like this. Yeah. So the reminders, and I can do it for all the other records that I have, within the platform. So I can also create, gallery views. So like I can create like gallery views like this, where all my records will be seen as cards, or I can create like a form where I can share this form with anybody. I can just drag and drop to create a form. Let's just say um, I want to bring this right as so. So basically, I've just created a form. I've opened it. So once I open this form, basically, if suppose like I add like a new information, so which is SaaS branding as a project. Say the budget is 10,000. It's a branding project. Start date is 29th. Estimated hours is, let's just say, 40. I submit it. So as soon as I submit it, I go back to my tab. I go back to my grid, and I will see a new record is automatically added here. Right. So I can basically link it to a particular client and start working on it in real time. Right. So this is how you can like collect responses from your forms as well. So if you're managing project trackers, or if you're managing your applicant tracking, yeah, where you want to manage recruitment, so you can create your own applicant tracking form and create your own workflow, right? Where you can collect your resumes, phone numbers, about an applicant, and you can manage it like right inside the platform. Same way, you can use it as a sales CRM tool. where all your deals are managed, and you just want to track how your reps are doing against what deals and whether they're meeting the quota or not. So you can easily create like your own custom lightweight CRM in the platform. Same way, if you're managing your content, you're managing all your social media calendar, you can create your own content stack, right, to manage your content marketing and blog editorial or social media. You want to manage your marketing campaigns, so you can manage your complete marketing campaigns as well. So there are different use cases of the platform. What we've done is we've created like more than 300 templates across different use cases. From HR to marketing to sales and so on. So you like one of these templates. Let's just say you like a business development CRM template. You see this template right inside the platform. Use it and add it to your workspace. So yeah, so these are all the different use cases that we have. Some of the more interesting things that we also do is that we have like column linked API connectors. So you can link a particular column to an API. So here, say for example, we've linked it to the YouTube API. I just have to, so there's a column type called connect to an API or a service. So you can connect this to multiple services: Google Analytics, YouTube, Facebook ads, Google ads, LinkedIn, um, Alpha Vantage, Alexa, and so on. And it automatically pulls in information from those APIs right into your tables. So if you want to collect information like view count, like count of your particular video, all you need to do is just hit refresh, and all of this changes in real time, right? So, right. So you can automatically bring information from third-party services as well. You can create an automation to run it every 3 days and schedule it. So if you're, say for example, a YouTube content creator, you want to track how your videos are performing, you can easily do that in real time. Same, if you are, you want to look at how your website is performing from Google Analytics, you could do that. How your campaign is performing from Facebook ads, you can bring that as well. And lastly, we have also released something called apps, so you can create your own custom apps like pivot table, charts, goal trackers, summary boxes, and things like that. So you can create your own dashboards, which works in real time. We have time tracking as well, so you can track time for individual records for your team, or even like create like a countdown tracker. We also have like a resource dashboard where you can add like a you can do like a global search across the stack. You can embed anything. You can embed a Google Sheet or a Google Doc, where you can work parallelly within Stackby on your Google Doc and Google Sheet as well. So these are the few of the things. So, and lastly, we have something called power ups, where you can there are 25 different types of power ups, which are additional set of features on top of the Stackby platform, like recycle bin, where you can restore your rows, columns that were deleted, deduplication if you want to find duplicates in the same table, view level sharing, you can do conditional color formatting, a lot of form features where you can create your own database snapshot. You can create conditional logic on forms. You can also make your forms conversational like a type form. There are table level permissions. So these are additional set of power ups that we've added. Um, yeah, I mean, all in all, I mean, it has multiple different types of use cases. We are also integrated with Zapier, where you can connect Stackby to more than 5,000 plus apps, as well as Pably. So if anybody is looking at Pably, you can connect Stackby to Pably as well. So we are integrated with multiple different workflow automation platforms as well. So yeah, I mean, I want to stop here because I think I'm over 10 minutes limit on my demo. So feel free to give it a try. It's a free sign up, and you can check out which use case you want to use it, for Stackby. And you can also like import your data from CSV, Excel, or Google Sheets to get started in 2 minutes. Yes, Sumant, I can stop sharing perhaps, or maybe I can keep the screen on. If you have any questions, I can happy to answer.
Yes, yes. It was good. So we have comments actually. Some
Yeah,
comments and some questions is there. So I'll show you.
sure. Sure.
So Yeah, very interesting. It's going. So it will be good to have some option in aimed from my website and it fill it in the database after the form in field.
Exactly. You can already do that. You can already embed a form. So let's just say I have this applicant tracker form. So I go here, share form. I see this embed code. Just copy and paste this embed code, add it to your website. So this form will load on your website, and all the responses will directly come into your tables.
Okay, okay, sir, and we'll go for next question. Yeah, can we repeat it all task like we do in Google Street?
Yes. So basically, there is a workaround like that. So you're talking about recurring tasks, right? So, for example, you're doing employee onboarding, right? And you have certain checklists created for an employee. Let's just say task one and task two, and you want to repeat this checklist for all the other records. One of the things that you could do is you can just duplicate this row. So when you're adding a new row, let's just say this is for like another person, which is John. You will see the checklist is also just 1 minute. So basically, it ideally copies the checklist as well as you copy the row. So one of the things that you could do is you can, instead of adding like checklist one by one, basically the checklist will be seen automatically here. I'm not sure why this is not working right now, but ideally this is how it works. So you can create your own, you don't have to like repeatedly add your own checklist on each of the rows.
Okay, okay, sir, and we'll go for next question.
Yeah.
So how do you compare to Notion, sir?
How do I compare to Notion?
Yeah.
So Notion is primarily a wiki, right? It's used as a document format. Uh, though they have the database element to it, we are more structured. When anybody, when somebody wants to use it as a proper database, then you can use something like Stackby, where the databases are much more powerful. It's much cleaner, more structured, and you can also add different elements to it. So basically, this is the main look and feel of Stackby. And in the future, we are also planning to build like interfaces and no code builders, where through the same database there will be an application layer where you can create your own custom web apps and mobile apps based on the data that you have within Stackby. So our goal is to become like a no code platform, where you can create your own your own application of sorts. Our vision is to basically convert like spreadsheet user into a no code creator.
Yes, that's great. I'm going for next question. Sir, is there a file upload option to the forms and some storage including the deal?
Yes. So there is definitely a file upload option to the forms. I mean, you can create your own. You can add resumes. You can like just add the drag and drop the attachment column type. So let's just say I've already added like a resume, right? I'm going to make it required. So you can add your files, right? And also, of course, there is some storage included in the deal. So depends on the number of codes you take, the number of storage, number of GBs per stack, increases. So, we have different storage levels for different number of codes that you want to purchase for your workspace.
Okay. So for the next question, sir, can it integrate with other platform like using webhooks?
So basically, are these incoming webhooks or outgoing webhooks? So basically, we are working on webhooks, in Stackby. That is definitely on our roadmap. We're planning to launch it in Q2 this year. But you can already connect Stackby to different services through Zapier and Pabbly and all of those services. Webhooks is something that we are internally building. It's definitely on our roadmap.
Okay.
Quickly
And
charge.
so next,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. Is there an integration with Alberto?
Yes, we do. As far as I remember, we do have an integration with Alberto.
Okay. Fine. The next AI formula creator is a question mark actually. So is it
AI
AI
formula
formula creator?
creator. Uh, it's an interesting use case. Actually, we don't have anything like that. We are planning to add like OpenAI, like ChatGPT in Stackby as an API connector. So imagine a use case where you want to automatically generate a tweet on a particular festival, right? So you can click a button, it automatically generates a tweet, add it into a column, and there will be another button where you can click that button and it automatically publishes on Twitter. So we have that kind of a use case coming in Stackby. So we'll be adding like Chat GPT as a one of the API connectors.
Okay,
So
okay.
but
So
not,
AI is a very
yeah.
sorry, sorry.
Yeah, please go ahead. You're
Yeah,
saying
AI is very helpful for that. So when we going to expect this update?
so. This is something that we are definitely going to take as one of the highest priorities. So hopefully, the next quarter we will integrate the Chat GPT API connector.
Yeah, yeah, that's great, sir. So next question. Could this be used as a data repository?
Yes, of course. I mean, it's a database. You can use it as anything, right? But not as large like big databases. You can use it as uh, a lightweight database. So basically, on our business plan, we support up to 50,000 rows per database, and on our enterprise plans, we're looking at 100,000 rows. So currently, we are optimizing the platform over 200,000 rows, like internally. But from our plans standpoint, business plan supports 50,000 rows.
Yeah, okay, sir. And so as of now, so you said right. So we started like a small bunk in like now. So can we know about like so where is your where is your head office like and what where is the server and host?
Sorry, what's your question again?
Yeah, yeah. So you said like we started like in a small bunk with with your one laptop. So
Yeah.
how is now? So how is your office and how is your where is your server and hosting?
Yeah. So I mean, we are hosted on AWS. We are geo-replicated across different geographies. Everything is hosted on the cloud. Our complete architecture infrastructure is on AWS, and it has been from day one since the last 4 5 years since the time we've started, and it's geo-replicated across different geographies. So Singapore, US, and UK are where our servers are.
Yeah, okay, okay. And what about your office, sir? Where is your head office like?
So our head office is in Surat. So we are primarily based out of Surat. I'm
Okay,
from here, but we have team across different locations in India. We have team spread out in 10 different locations currently.
okay, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. So we have another question. Is there multiple workplaces future?
Yes. So you can definitely add multiple workspaces. So for example, this is Stack by workspace is one workspace. You can also add like another, like a personal workspace. So you can add as many workspaces as you want, and you can give them different, plans and codes, depending on your needs.
Okay, that's good, sir. So we have another question. Um, can we use it chart automation software like ManyChat?
You can integrate with ManyChat. I mean, a lot of people use it as a ticketing software where, if suppose you want to do like ticketing through forms, you can use that as a tool, but not really as a chat automation tool. I mean, I haven't seen a lot of use cases. I'm sure people do it, But personally, I haven't seen too many people using using Stackby as a chat automation. But of course, if you want to create tickets and put it in Stackby, you can easily do that. So we definitely have integrations across those different platforms.
Yeah. Okay, so we have another question. So is possible to create a user-based platform to monitor subscriptions?
User based platform to
Yeah,
monitor subscriptions. Absolutely, you can
subscriptions.
integrate. Yeah, yeah. You can integrate this with Stripe or any other payment gateway and bring that data automatically in Stackby. So you can monitor your
Okay.
subscriptions as soon as, for example, a subscription is created in Stripe, a new record is created in Stackby. So you can monitor this as anything. So for example, even like a lot of e-commerce companies are using it who are running their own stores. So they've connected Shopify to Stackby and they're managing their orders. They're managing inventory. Like even on WooCommerce, you can integrate, Shopify, WordPress, right? So, I mean, we have seen a lot of e-commerce brands do that, where they want to create their own custom order management flow, where they can track how many orders are coming. And same thing you could do with subscriptions, as well.
Yeah, so that's great. So as of now, the comments will be like that. And so can we know about like, so can you brief me about your roadmap? So in while discussing, you just tell me about some uh, updates. So can you brief me about that? What is the roadmap for this year? And so what can we going to be expected?
Yeah. So we have a live product roadmap. So we basically stackby.canny.io is our link to that roadmap. I can share that roadmap link here. And these are all the different feature requests, that, people have added. So based on the upvotes that we get, we basically move it in the roadmap. So you will see most of the things are here, and all the things that we have completed, you will also see that as well. So let's just say you want to look at all the completed features. So these are all the completed features that we have worked on, right, on our roadmap. And same thing is we add like our weekly change log. So you can see all the change logs of what's new in Stackby, different bugs, improvements, features that we've added. Um, so you can keep track of what's happening on a daily basis. So I can share
Yeah.
this link. So you can basically upload feature request. You can add your own feature requests, give us feedback, add comments to existing feature requests, and also see our change log.
Yeah. Okay, sir. So for now. And so, can you brief me about like integration part, sir? So already explained about you. So we need a little bit of depth for that. So about integration. So can you give me about explanation?
So there are two types of integrations, right? One is the column linked API connectors. So we have more than 50 different API connectors that we have added in Stackby, where you can automatically pull information in Stackby. And these are rich information like statistics, analytics from various platforms. So we have added a lot of marketing APIs, Facebook, Google Ads, Facebook Ads, and so on. And the second type of automations are essentially uh, through Zapier, Pabbly, and so on. The third integrations we have also integrated with, we have native integrations with Slack, Microsoft Teams, Google Drive, where, for example, a new form is created in Stackby, it automatically sends a Slack notification to one of your channel. You can create such, automations without using Zapier. So we have those native integrations built out. And plus, we are also integrated with various third-party no code, builders. So we are in touch with Software, Stacker, where we can use Stackby as a lightweight backend database. So uh, there are a lot of those integrations available where, so for example, a recent integration was with Chartbrick. So it's again an AppSumo tool where they have integrated Stackby as a native database. So you can create your own custom charts using Chartbrick, in Stackby, like through the Stack, like with the Stackby data, and embed those charts through our embed app in Stackby. So, I mean, we have lot many, integrations. So Stackby works well with hundreds and hundreds of, hundreds and thousands of tools actually. And the number of use cases are just, it's just a figment of your imagination. what you want to build, with Stackby. You can start something very small, but you can build it into a complex workflow for your teams.
And we have a like uh, powerful and it's nice. So we have comments like this.
Thanks. I really appreciate the community asking so many questions. I'm glad.
Yeah, yeah. So actually, I think it's very less questions. I think so. Even in free previous demos, so we have like around 30 to 40 comments like that. So this we have. So it is a very inspiring story.
Thanks a lot.
Interesting. Yeah. So these are for the comments, sir. So, can we expect like so? Is there any price changing plans sir, in this year and is there any changes?
Uh, Changes in the sense, like
No,
you
main
don't know about pricing.
pricing plans. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So currently we have the AppSumo deal going on, right? But at the same time, we are essentially also running a limited time offer on our annual plans. So I'll just show that. So this is like an annual, offer where you can take economy or business plan based on the number of users that you have. Say an economy plan starts at 10,320, which is Indian rupees, but it starts at $129 for 3 users for 1 year, and then you keep increasing as the number of users increase in your workspace. Same with business plan. For 3 members, it's 19,920 in INR, plus or $249 a year for 3 members, and then it increases based on the number of users that you have. So we also have this economy, like an annual deal. It's a no-brainer. From a typical $9 or an $18 per user per month, you can basically get this annual deal at a fixed renewal price. So, for example, if you renew at a 10-member user deal, you're essentially paying the same price year on year. So there won't be any price increases for you. So it's a fixed renewal price, forever. So we are running this deal, and you can try it now, hassle free for 14 days.
Yes, yes, okay, sir. Yes. Yeah, we have another questions actually.
Yeah.
So can we integrate in Face group, Face group and get data in Google Sheets? Oh, I didn't get actually this
Yeah, I mean,
question.
I think I've seen
Yep.
there are a lot of I think I've seen some Facebook group, admins create their own custom database in Stackby. So they've used like some third-party tools where as soon as like a new member joins, it automatically creates a new row in Stackby. So not in Google Sheets, you can get data in Stackby. Why do you have to use Google Sheets?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And why are limitations on rows in tools like Stackby? So unlike Excel and Google Sheets.
So basically, the fundamental difference is those Excel and Google Sheets are spreadsheets. Tools like Stackby are databases. So there is a difference between a spreadsheet and a database, right? In a spreadsheet, everything is dependent on a cell, and there are not many rich data types that you can add on a spreadsheet. It's number, text, date and time, things like that. It's mostly text. But when you're looking at a database, you're adding different sorts of data types. It could be ratings, it could be attachments, it could be drop downs, uh, multiple drop downs. It could be like creating a button and so on. And since it works as a database, there are limitations to how much how many rows you can scale in that database, because everything you need to manage it at a browser level. You have to manage everything in a 20, like all the 25 unique column types, right? And imagine those 25 unique column types. If somebody has like hundreds of columns in a particular table, there are a lot of issues in terms of browser performance and memory performance. So we have to constantly optimize for that. So even like our goal is to like increase our optimizations to beyond 100,000 rows per table, where it works smoothly. Even in spreadsheets like Excel, Google Sheets, after a certain certain number of rows, it starts hanging the browser, right? So we see that on spreadsheets as well, right? I've not seen like a successful million row spreadsheet on Google Sheets really working well for anyone. So there are limitations because everything needs to be managed in a browser, plus all the different types of unique data types that you have to handle. So that's why there are limitations on number of rows.
Yeah. Okay. So, and are members unique users or anyone interacting with the end results has to be an user?
So basically, a user is somebody who is an editor, right? Who can input information, and there are members, like there are guests, which are only read-only users, and those read-only users are free on the platform. So somebody who you have just given access to read, not write, where they can't edit anything. But if somebody is editing or commenting anywhere in the stack, is counted as a user.
Yes, sir. So these are the comments part.
Okay.
So I think the comments will be ending. Yes, sir. We don't have a questions and right. So just
Thanks, Inderjeet. Inderpreet. Yeah. Sorry.
Indrapreet, sir. He's a
Yeah.
Indrapreet, and so is there you already I mean explain about the roadmap. So we have a so I think all the best for the career, sir. So start about the start by. So I think this all
Yeah.
this is on just on next. Hmm.
Yeah, Sumant, thanks a lot for inviting me. So, guys, feel free to check out, Stackby. Sign up for free. We also have our own small Facebook community you can join, where we are just discussing about Stackby as well. And do follow our YouTube channel. There are a lot of videos we've built on different use cases. In Stackby. So, if there is a particular use case that you're looking for, you can probably find a video around that use case. And if you don't find it, just let us know. We'll build one for your use case. And if you have any particular questions, you can see there is a chat icon on our website. Just feel free and start a conversation with us, so one of our team members can help you and help answer a lot of your questions. So just reach out to us on support chat, and we can take our conversation further. So yeah,
Yeah,
thanks a lot
okay,
for
sir.
inviting.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your valuable time. I know it's a very valuable time for you. So thank you. Thank you so much for that.
Thanks for inviting me, Sumant, and uh, all your team members. Really
Yeah,
appreciate it.
yeah. This first time now, so you will be supported me. So especially thank you for that.
No, absolutely. I think you
It's
did amazing. I didn't even feel that you were doing it for the first time.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you so much. So, thank you, sir. So, I hope better then. So, all the best for your future updates. Okay. So, I think we have a very no some uh, I got some compliment. So, I want to see just a minute. So, I got some compliment, but I don't know where is it went. So, I think it's very it's very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. This is the comment.
Okay. WooCommerce integration. Awesome. Give it a try and let us know, David.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much once
Thanks.
again. So about this giveaway, so we'll announcing the day tomorrow or day after tomorrow. So and
Yeah.
I'll give you the details about you. So
Absolutely.
thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, Sumant. Thank you, guys. Bye. Have a nice day.
Yeah. Hello guys. So I hope you enjoying the session. So this is a stack by, and we have already like going live on YouTube also. So yes, sir. So thank you for joining this live. So I hope you're enjoying this. If you have any doubts regarding like Stackby or whatever it may be, so if you have any doubts regarding, so please feel free to comment on Facebook or YouTube. So we have a YouTube channel also. Go through that and please subscribe the channel, and we can get updates from YouTube also. And we have shorts also, like a little bit freebies about regarding that. So we can you can get the you know shorts also. So please subscribe the channel and don't miss the like updates. So this is all for today, I think. Yeah, so thank you so much. uh, so Yeah. So we have a Facebook group also. We have a good Facebook community, and we are going to be. I mean, we are updating day to day. So we are updating the day to day live updates. So even about the deals and uh, this campaigns. So please follow the please go through with the link. So links in the description. So even Facebook and YouTube. So if you have a no you all of the links you can get in the description. So please go through that and check it once. Okay. So thank you. So I think comments also. So thank you guys. Thank you so much. Take care.